Hello, welcome. We are power moving, power driving over the midweek hump. It is 2 o'clock, gorgeous West Alabama Wednesday, fried chicken day at the yacht club. Let's just go ahead and dive right in. I've shared the live feed out on social. I don't have a lot of viewers harnessed right now. Best kept secret. Look, get a phone call as soon as I go live. Imagine that. Hello. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. It's another realtor giving me a shout. Giving me a shout. A lot of times, especially appraisers, they call previous comps and things like that. So, um, okay, like I said, let's dive right in. I've already shared the links out on social. They can follow us live. And of course, I have a follow up as well that most of my people are on is the email follow up. I put a little brief description there with it. And it works out really good. They're able to filter through everything that's listed for that day with what I'm doing, and being able, it's not a lot. This is not a big metro, so West Alabama has maybe 10, 20 listings a day, 25 or 30 on a good day. And I put the little descriptions where I review it and put the keynotes or something that would help a customer determine whether or not it's something they're interested in, and it works out really good. Plus, I have the furniture as well. You know, honestly, I am starting to lean towards. Um, I could use my license and give the whole commission to a furniture sale and just do new construction. Really disrupt there. But I don't think people necessarily need that for it to be a good service. And you still want, to have your some commissions for the individual still doing the paperwork. And, it just something to think about. All right, let's dive in and see what we got. Okay, first up today, we got Riverwalk condominiums. They were built in 2012, so it's one of the more newer developments. Of course, it was a luxury condo. After 2007, 2008, you could not get condo construction financing or even, loans for that matter. Only the luxury, self-insured type of projects could be done. So there was Riverwalk luxury condominiums right there on Jack Warner Parkway behind campus, near the dorms and everything. And these are very nice. So this is a 1,414 square foot home, just under $500 per square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath floor plan. It says unit 1202. I would imagine that is level 1, second condo. I'm not sure about that because they have this particular development has commercial on the bottom. So there's businesses and restaurants and stuff in the same building. Very similar to what I'm doing with Skyspace garage condos. 3-bed, 2-bath. Okay, Rock Quarry Elementary, Northridge High is the zoning, which, for the condos, it doesn't really matter a lot. Alice Maxwell, Keller Williams franchise branch owner, is the seller's agent, $690 asking price. And that's probably right in line. They may have been a little higher when they were new. I love this song. Okay, Northport County, next up here. Beacon Point subdivision. And Beacon Point subdivision, 15635 Compass Drive. Beacon Point subdivision, like I said, this one was built in 2002, so it's a turn of the century home. 25 years is a good opportunity to get a little bit more square footage with the age. just over 2,100 square foot, just under 300 per square foot asking price. It's got just under 3/4 of an acre, 0.64, 3-bed, 2-bath. Kim Harwood Real Estate owner, broker. It's a family business just like us. 625,000. Beacon Point is a Lake Tuscaloosa subdivision in Northport. So that's a good opportunity. Another somewhat affordable, for the lake homes. You don't have to go over $1 million. Okay, Tuscaloosa City West, Oakdale subdivision. This one was built in 1977, so it does need lead-based paint disclosure. It's got 2,500 square foot, which is big. You would want to consider your carry cost monthly, electricity, insurance, and things like that. Although this is an more affordable area for that much square footage. Oakdale Elementary, Central High School for the zoning. Those are city schools. Alex McCoon, Next Home Legacy Group franchise owner. She's the listing agent for this one, just right at $100 per square foot, $259.9. If you had two incomes in that same house, that would be a great option for your first home, or just buying something that's got a easy payment to start with. Lower your payment and still get that bigger square footage. I get that request a lot, especially for like middle-aged people, middle-aged single people, that have not been married by 50 or 60. A lot of times they want that bigger square footage because they have bigger families and stuff that still stay with them. And but they don't want a big house payment commitment. Skyland Park is a great one for that. There was one listed for $300,000 yesterday. It was huge and remodeled. Okay, we got a whopper here, commercial land opportunity. So if you want to, all real estate developers, if you develop business, this is a good listing here. Almost 20 acres, 6319 Pearson Circle, Tuscaloosa, 35401. So it's going to be over on the western side. This says Tuscaloosa County, so it's probably closer to like the Toll Bridge Road area between the interstate. If I had to guess, I'm not sure. Joe Duckworth Jr., Keller Williams franchise branch owner, has got it listed $1,174,200. I'm sure they have some sort of calculation that lands at that, like 827,000 square feet divided by 19 acres, or I don't know what their formula is, but that's how you land at a price like that, especially for commercial. So this is a massive, massive lot, almost 20 acres, over 800,000 square feet of land. And this is on Pearson Circle. Let's see what this is. Directions. Property is located off U.S. Highway 11 South, half a mile from Joe Malisham Parkway. That's exactly what I said. Toll Bridge Road is Joe Malisham Parkway. 1.8 miles from US 11. You probably turn off on that road that takes you to Foster's much faster than the interstate, especially with all the work being done. Located in Tuscaloosa County, adjacent to the city of Tuscaloosa in the police jurisdiction. So this could possibly be annexed as well, and I'm sure that's why that price tag is much higher. So it could be big. It's almost $1.2 million land listing. There's been a lot of land listings in that area, and I went by yesterday when I was headed to Pickens County. Richard Harwood just sold that corner lot right there on Joe Malisham with the 3 gas stations. They tore that building down, and the lot sold right away. It was a great idea. Okay, next up, Tuscaloosa City Southeast. We've got another super affordable home. It was built in 1960, so it does need lead-based paint disclosure. It's a mid-century home, 2-bed, 2-bath, 1 level, just over 166 per square foot asking price. It's got over a quarter-acre lot, 0.27. Northington Elementary and Central High School. Those are city schools. John Randall, Keller Williams franchise branch here in Tuscaloosa has got it listed $189,900. $189,900. I'm not sure if you could get quite 1% investor approach, but you might could get them down a little bit and then get closer to $1,500 or more. That might work. It's only a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. But for somebody looking for a primary home, that makes a lot of sense. It'd be a little bit higher for investors, instead of that 1%. Okay, next up we got Trestle Square. This is the D.R. Horton subdivision just past Walmart on Highway 82, headed towards Coker in Pickens County. It was started the same year I developed Lakeside Drive up at the Yacht Club. 4-bed, 2-bath. This one's brand new, 1,774 square feet. That's one of the floor plans that they do. It's kind of in that moderate range between 15 and 2,000 square feet. Just over a tenth of an acre lot, 0.13. Flatwoods Elementary, Tuscaloosa County High School. That's Northport zoning. Kenya Wynn, Hamner Real Estate. I do know her. She's got it listed $289,900. So this one must not be brand new. Somebody must have just bought it and now they've placed it back on the market, which happens all the time. Plans change and people just buy a house and they get a better job offer that can help them relocate or do whatever. Employers fight for talent these days. They really do. Okay, next up, we got a commercial office listing. This is not land like the first one. This is an office building. This is probably a Class A. Richard Harwood Real Estate. He's got it listed. He does a lot of commercial. They have a ton of listings. Commercial. 1427 23rd Avenue. This is Tuscaloosa City Central, 35401. Let's see what building. 15,000 square foot of downtown Class A office space built in 2015 and leased through 2034. So this one actually has the tenant already in it. It's got $24,200 a month income. And so the listing price is $4,650,000. It's got 3/4 of an acre, 0.72, 15,964 square foot building. That's heated and cooled space. And the tenants in there for like until 2034. I'm sure this is probably some sort of Alabama Department of Revenue. Yeah. Um, this is the branch of the Alabama Department of Revenue, Tuscaloosa City downtown. The building is for sale. Don't you love that? Um, that's one of the most expensive commercial listings for Tuscaloosa. There was a bigger one last week that Richard had. It was like 6 million or something. But that's a good one. 2034. Okay, next up, Northport City. Stewart Park subdivision, excuse me. It was built in 2003, so it's a turn of the century subdivision. 4926 Alums Avenue is the seller's is the address. 3-bed, 2-bath, just under 1,400 square foot. So this is a good starter home, smaller square footage, easy on the utilities. 179 per square foot asking price. It's got just over 1/10 of an acre lot, 0.14. Crestmont Elementary, Tuscaloosa County High School for the zoning. Jennifer Hamner Real Estate's got it listed for sale. $250,000. That's three really good opportunities. One of them was on the west side, big 2,500 square foot for $260. This one is Northport City Stewart Park subdivision. Very nice, $250,000. Turn of the century home, all brick. And then John Randall had one for $189. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, Tuscaloosa City though. Okay, next up we got a Gordo listing, no subdivision, 56 acres with it. It says 4-bedroom, 3-bath, built in 2021, 2,323 square foot mobile home. This is a mobile home, 2021 model. It's got Gordo Schools, 56 acres with it. Brianna Bales, Keller Williams franchise branch in Tuscaloosa, has got it listed. 2194 Lum Fife Road. Not familiar with that at all. U.S. Highway 82, turn left on Lee Bonner Road, continue straight onto Holman Church Road, turn right on Plowman Road, turn right onto Carrollton Road, slight right onto Ed Bedford Road, turn left on Lum Fife Road. So, Pickens County is all about those last names, naming those streets, and, so much changed. So much change. It's so funny hearing all that. But it's probably not as far as you think. You got like one turn and turn. So interesting. Mobile home, 2,300 square foot plus, practically brand new with 56 acres in Gordo. You could live in the mobile home until you get ready to build you a home. Then you could build the home and rent the mobile home, and the mobile home renter will pay your mortgage or some of your mortgage on your new house. Okay, back in Northport County, this is Montgomery Lake subdivision. I am not familiar with that. I love seeing this. 15337 Strawberry Lane, Montgomery Lake. It's built in 2012, so it's still just right over a decade. Very small house though, 750 square foot. Just under $290 per square foot asking price. It's got almost 2 acres with it as well. 1.95. It's only a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 750 square feet, but it's got almost 2 acres with it. Walker Elementary, Northside High School, Kate Fletcher, Carefits Real Estate's got it listed. It says USDA eligible and FHA. It must be in good shape. Just over a decade it should be. So $216,750, an affordable waterfront opportunity. Let's see here. The pictures. It's got a big pool right in the front yard. This will be a good rental investment because of these improvements. It would make it much more desirable. Very small house, though. I mean, it's got everything that you need. Just a very small space there. Where's the lake? Yeah, I don't see the lake. Just must be close to Montgomery Lake subdivision would mean you have access to that lake as an owner in here. And I also just saw it's interesting, I have always been looking since I've started the Skyspace condominium development site and got all that going. I have a ton of stuff already done for that development site, but I've been thinking about what markets, we can access when we harness the air, harness the sky. And Northern Yucatan is definitely one of them. It's directly south of us, just across the Gulf of America. And that's, ideal. Same thing with these new construction development sites that we'll have in vacation markets like Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, like Gunnersville, Lake Tuscaloosa, just anywhere. We want to stay in Alabama, but you do want to have an international option. And Northern Yucatan is accessible by air to go and come back, and like I've always said, my tentative plans is to have markets that we can access and come back the same day. And definitely Merida, some of these places in Northern Yucatan, Mexico, that would be an international business and investment, is definitely doable. It's definitely doable. And I've met several realtors down there. It's so funny. And the reason I mentioned that, one of them just listed an awesome residential lot in Mexico, and it's got all these amenities like you normally see here in America. All the pickleball courts and fitness and everything that's a shared opportunity for everybody that lives in the subdivision. So I love seeing that one today. That was really cool. We're just doing big things. We're trying to think big and dream big, like everybody else. Just trying to get our slice here. Okay, that's it for today. The one that I see now, I'll go over it again because it's an Advantage real estate listing. Zeke Zena listed this one in Bull Slough Road, Northport County area. No subdivision. It does need some repairs, but it's a 2,600 square foot house with 4 acres for $350. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with the prices for the area, especially close to the lake. Bull Slough Road would be a slough from Lake Tuscaloosa, and so that's a good one. You can definitely do some equity gains and make it like you want. Would love to represent you if you want to go look at that one or whatever. Okay, like I said, that's it for today. Get outside, enjoy this gorgeous weather. Don't forget to call my sponsor, lender Ryan Paranude. He and his wife Heather make a great team. You will definitely enjoy working with them and myself. Don't forget, when you hire me as your realtor, you'll get a furniture allowance paid from the commission in the closing. Or if you list with me, we could reciprocal that offer if you want. Of course, it's completely up to you. Just a lot of things. You got to try me. You got to come see for yourself, and we'll be ready here. We'll be ready. Okay, sayonara. Enjoy the day.